This is Pete, and my back has been bothering me for years, and I finally decided to do something about it. I bought this Exerpeutic Inversion table last year. My back is feeling a lot better now. I figured now I can make a video. Looks like a cup holder. Drink your coffee while you're inverted. Oh gosh. I don't know what that is. Okay, here is that box that I guessed the manual and nuts and bolts and all that jazz is in. Okay, don't cut deep, because it looks like the manual is right on top. That would have been bad, wouldn't it? There should have been it should have had a warning, do not cut with box. But luckily I didn't cut it, so. This looks like a manual, owner's manual. Pads. I'll be the judge on how soft these actually are. Looks like all the labels are on there already. Holy shnikes, here's the overview. Some assembly may be required. Step one is setting up this A-frame. Stand the frame up by pulling the front and rear frames as far apart from each other as possible. Then insert safety pin into the hole on the right side of the frame. Which way's right? And it says insert piece number 26 safety pin. That would be this. I'm guessing this is where the safety pin goes. Attach the two rubber pads onto the cross of the front beam. I found the two rubber pads. They were in the box. And I just stuck them into the holes here, attaching the two rubber pads. Installing the left handlebar, this side. Install the left handlebar. How do I know which one's left? Into the rear frame socket with two hex bolts. Looks like it's got a big plastic thing in here, so I'm guessing this is the right handlebar. Let's see which way the bolts go. Looks like they go from, doesn't really show much. This side looks like it's got the smooth part on the inside. Looks like the underside goes like that. This on. One. Hey, that doesn't go on there. What? All right. Okay. I may need a wrench. Oh, they give you a wrench. Doesn't say how tight. You probably don't want to go too tight. It's not like these are going to just come undone. This ain't, you know. Sometimes you wonder on these bolts how soft the metal is. You don't want to strip that. Oh, there's another bolt here. Installed. So here's another head bolt. 15. And the cap nut should be installed on the outward facing side of the frame. Looks like there's another bolt here. Goes in just like this. How tight? I would just go your thumb. Hardware removal. Remove the plastic spacer here. Looks like it's coming out easy. Remove plastic spacer and plastic round end cap, blah blah blah, from the rear frame. Keep the second head bolt for the cup holder. Ah, this is a cup holder. That means we are going to be drinking coffee upside down. Discard the plastic round end cap and plastic spacer. 21 flat washer. So they want the washer there. What? For the cup holder, you need a washer. I can't get the spacer out. I figured out how to get this thing loosened. I just set it on the ground like this, and then I went on my tippy toes and got my heels on there, and I just, boom, just slammed it on there. Got it out. Probably hit it with the hammer would work too. Okay, we need the most important part, which is the cup holder. Get our washer. I like to put the washer through the screw first. Holy Nikes! That pushed that right through there, didn't it? Installing the backrest. We're not doing the other handle yet. We're doing the backrest. All right. Warning, the socket bolts 28 should be installed from the inside as shown in the illustration above. Yeah, 28. Step 4 of these bolts, and there's the backrest there. Attach the backrest onto the left and right pivot arm by aligning the holes of the left and right. Is that these things? If I can make them both. Okay, here's the backrest. I bet this is down. That's yeah, that's how the headrest gets in there. How the stink am I going to do this? I might need 2 people for this job. Okay, this slides up. What if I could slide from the top down? Looks like there's 2 bolts, 3 on each side. 3 and 2. What? Tell you what, you're probably not going to want to do this. You can't do this if your back is hurting, so make sure your back is better when you get one of these. Luckily, I was using the other teeter, and my back is way better. So I'm just going to get the bolts in. I'm going to try to just get 2 in. Put 1 in my mouth. 2 in your mouth. 3 in your mouth. No. That's not working. You gotta go from underneath. Okay. Get 1 in. And the other side in. Now we can stick the rest of the bolts in. Stick them in from the inside out. Now we go through and put our nuts and washers. Get your sockets out and don't make life easier, right? Why I'm fiddling with this stuff. I go for the 2-finger method. That's about 15 pounds. Insert the bolt from the inside, pointing outwards, the washer, and the nut. Okay, step 5 is install the right handlebar. This one looks a little easier because we can just look at the other side and say, hey, that fits. Oh, and it kind of slides into place here. Always go from the inside out. There's 2 more bolts here. They look the same. They are the same. One definitely goes here, just like the other one. I'm glad everything matches up. Install the right handlebar cover. Step 6. Oh, well, it didn't tell me to put this bolt in there. Don't over tighten into the metal into plastic, all right? Just installing the locking pin. Step 7, which is the big pin. With the backrest in the upright position, insert the adjustable knob into one of the holes in the right handlebar. The adjustable knob thread should not be visible when installed correctly. Here's the knob. Installed it on the 75 inches there, the highest setting. I don't know, doesn't really tell me where to install it, but I did. Install the footbar 4 onto the adjustable boom. Footbar is in the box. It's going to be a lot to clean up. Doesn't matter which way it goes. Looks like it. Okay, it looks like this is forward. That's forward. And step 8, looks like these bolts here, they say step 8 on them. I like how everything is super organized here. This makes it really easy. It's almost like somebody thought this through. You don't see that often. This is really good. This is probably, it's not the easiest thing to put together, but it is the most organized thing to put together. I really like that. Doesn't matter which way we put the screws in. It looks like they're coming from this side of the boom. Styrofoam sticking to everything. Got one in. together. Boom, boom. Alright, here we go. With the socket. Installing the rod and heel holders. Looks like we used the 1-hole one from the picture here. Oh, I see already. Insert the rod. There's a hole. Looks like this can go up like this. Looks like the bolt goes in from the back. The spacer. The washer goes on top. You could probably crush this metal pipe with that if you over tighten it. So continue to stick with the 2-finger method. It'll pinch it all the way down to nothing if you keep over tightening. Now, how do I know which one goes left and which one goes right? They each have something on the inside. Looks like the bracket holds the stuff on the outside. So this one has a little metal thingy sticking out. I'm guessing we just push it in. Slide them in. Oh, I have to squeeze it and slide it. I kind of just like forced it in and scratched it. Okay, don't do that. Don't force it and scratch it. Okay, you're gonna squeeze it and slide it. There I go again. That worked a lot better. That was a lot less bending of metal. Make sure the lock teeth are wedged into the slots. And they are. Step 10, installing the front rod and heel holders. Okay, let's make sure we get this one right. This front rod goes in here. Looks like the screws go there. Alright, installing the front slide rod. Looks can be deceiving, so make sure you read the instructions. We're on step 10, and step 10 has these 2 sets of screws. So slide the front rod through the tube of the ratchet handle. Yes. With the screw holes facing away from the adjustable boom. Okay. Hex bolt. This is the small Allen wrench that I saw somewhere. Kind of back it out until you feel it go in the. And then see if it keeps it in there. That's kind of cool. I'm looking at these. They both look the same, so I don't think these matter. Just slide this in there. Slide this one in. Oh, you can see if you have the light just right. And we are on step 10, which is these two self-tapping screws. That's it for this. I would have liked to see a little more than one screw. With the two self-tapping Phillips using the multi, I have to screw this into metal. Jeez. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like this. This thing is... Okay, this is horrible. Let's get a real screwdriver. I now have a real screwdriver. Okay, this we have to be careful. I'd go with 2 finger, okay? I wouldn't go in full strength on that. This is like a big weakness area here. With just one screw holding that, I don't know. I don't like that. Now this was wobbly at first. It's not wobbly anymore. I was concerned for a bit there. Okay, we're going to install the adjustable boom to the bed frame. Looks like, oh, there's a bunch of styrofoam in there. Pull the pin. It should be one more. There it is. Okay, there's something that was locking it. Okay, just under here, we have to install this knob. I don't know what that does. Maybe it helps lock it in. I don't know how hard we're supposed to put that in there. Don't go too much because I've been known to strip those on other things. Step 12, installing the head cushion. Yep, I knew that was the headrest up there. Attach the head cushion on the bed frame. See, this is a bed frame. You could sleep on here if that's your thing. Looks like there's brass fittings or something in there. You can see where you can screw them in. Always wear shoes. Make sure the heel holder and rubber heels are secure around your ankles before inverting. Wow, you know what I noticed? There's no like stopper. This sucker goes all the way. There's no stopper. This one, the other one that I have, has a stopper. The knob must be tightened every time the user height setting is changed for additional stability and safety. So this knob must be tightened every time. Interesting. Adjusting the boom. Yeah. Handlebars have been added to the inversion table. They are located. The handlebars are there to help you return to the upright slowly. Invert slowly. Oh, this does inversion degrees. Full inversion is no pin. Okay, so my pin will stop me at 75 degrees. Woo, doggy. Okay, I might change that. Or should we go for the full 75? Let's see how this works. I'm interested in trying this one. These supposed to be more comfy footrests. What I noticed on my other one, on that one, is the footrests were not comfy. This one is supposed to be better. Now we'll do it, if you ever used one of these before, you slowly lean back. Should not start to invert yet. Uh-oh, see mine's already starting to. I changed the setting to slightly taller. Okay, now I'm halfway. See, you could sleep like this, see? Take one arm, oh, and you slowly raise it up. Then you can take the other one. Holy shnikes. Then you relax. I do notice this one is a lot more comfy on my ankles. So it is. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, and to get back, go like that. Bend your knees a little bit. And that is how you do the inversion. You stay a little longer each time and you don't go so far. I usually don't need to go so far. Going 75 degrees is a little much. 55 should be better. This should be perfect. Going all the way is just, that's not good for high blood pressure and headaches and all that stuff. I think you can get a good stretch without having to fully invert.